Hey everybody, this is Peggy, and I have been just piddling around making some different things, and I decided I would just show you some of the stuff I've been piddling around with. So let me just get started. I've used a couple different stamp sets. This one is called Big Wish, and it is in our Celebrate the Everyday. Now that is only going to be good. Let me back up a bit so you can see all the stamps you get there. You'll only be able to get this until June the 1st, which I know that sounds like a really far way off, but it'll come around before you know it. So that's what this one is. And actually I'm going to be doing a stamp of the month in May, card class. So this will be the ones that we're using. So I'm going to use that. Let me show you what I did with that one. Well, here's the first little card. I went through my stash and I found this cardstock. No idea where it's from. This one is actually from the celebration. You can get this pack of paper free during our celebration sale, which ends March the 31st. Alright, so anyway, so what I did is I just took some ink, and I believe this is that Coastal Cabana, and I stamped the balloons right on there. Now I stamped one right there and he kind of got lost in the crowd. This was a scrap. I kind of made my own little doodaddy there. Then I used the cantaloupe color to go here, and I'm trying to get rid of bling still, so there's some bling there. And there was a little scrap of paper laying on the table, so I just took a corner border punch and went across the edge and just stuck it in there because I could. So there's a really cool little fast birthday card made of scraps. So that one turned out really cute. Then I brought this. I did this one. This is with the little banner blast punch that you can also get for free. And I just took scraps of paper, again, some of that paper from the celebration sale, and just, what I did, let me just show you. Oh, I can't because I taped it down already. Darn, I forgot. I poked holes in each end of this piece of white cardstock, and I threaded the black twine through there and just tied knots. So actually the banner part, there isn't any string. Can you see it right there? It wraps all the way around. So I did it that way, just because I could. Then I used our decorative dots and just did just the edge of this, which was cool. I goofed up when I stamped here. I wanted to just stamp the birthday cake wish there, little cake big wish. Please. Anyway, I messed it up. I picked up the wrong ink pad, so I just stamped it on a piece that matched the back here and called it a card. So there's another one real quick. So that was one. Then the same stamp set I used, this. You know what I'm missing? Oh, here it is over here. This was, again, just scraps, and look at these. I love these little things. They're the little ones right here. I just love them, and I thought, oh, how am I going to use those? So I colored each one individually with a marker. Put it on here, kind of like my little border on the end. Again, getting rid of some of that blank, and this is some of our little yellow chevron ribbon and scraps out of my stash. I tell you, if I keep doing this, I'm going to have a bazillion cards. Oh, bummer, look at this. Something is on the inside of this card. What a bummer. But you know what? I will stamp something, or I might just cut off this and just adhere it to another front of the card. I won't let this go to waste. So there's that. So that's 3 cards that I made using the Big Wish set. And I'll run the number across the bottom there, so if you're interested in getting that, you can do that. Then I'm going to do another stamp of the month. We are going to be using this one, Watercolor. Happy Watercolor. This is my favorite little one. Well, these two are my favorites, but I love this one. And so I wanted to try and use up some of my washi tape. I have tons of washi tape. So I grabbed washi tape and just put it on here as my background. This one is Stampin' Up. The other ones I just got at the craft store, probably Hobby Lobby or Michael's, one or the other. And then I stamped in the dark brown. And I just did the little spots, which is this little stamp right here, all over. And I added some of our little brown buttons. Now, I don't remember the names of all this stuff because I'm not one of those demonstrators that do lots of parties and workshops, so I don't have it all memorized. But I'll run everything across the bottom so you'll know what it is. So anyway, that's what I did. And I just had some scrap twine, binder's twine laying there, baker's twine. I don't know why I want to call it binder's twine. That's not really the word. It's baker's twine. So I'm going to just put it there. This is a great way to use up the hundreds of rolls of washi tape that I keep buying. So there's that. Now, here's another thing. This is too funny. Let me back up just a smidgen just to share this with you. I was going to use this. I have a friend that is really into chocolate. So I saw this really cute idea 100 bazillion years ago where they got these 99 or $1.99, whatever they are, plastic containers. And I was going to fill this with all kinds of little chocolates, you know, wrapped up little chocolates. I never did it. And now I used the heavy duty hunga-munga tape on the back there, and well, that won't come off. And so I didn't do it. So now I am putting my different little embellishments that I got from Stampin' Up! In these little containers. So there you are. So I just love these. I love these little containers. So that's how I store those. All right, so that was that. Now, let me show you this too cute of a card. This is an easel card. I used a die cut from Sizzix. It's one of their newer ones that Stephanie Bernard designed. And it already has the little flip right there for you to be able to stick your card in. And it sits like that. Does that help if I put it on its side? So it sits up. I love this. Some of the things from Stampin' Up! I used my scallop punch. I used my butterfly, I think this is called the Elegant Large. I used that, and I cut out a couple butterflies out of the scrap paper. This paper is an old SEI. I don't even know if they make it anymore. This ribbon was given to me in a gift pack or something that I got, so I stuck that on there. And then I wanted to show you these little flowers, and something that I do when I do my flowers. Now, Stampin' Up! Does have a die cut that you can do these little spirally little flowers, but I don't have that one. I have one of the older ones that Sizzix put out a long time ago. It's just called a 3D flower. But I wanted to show you how I put them together, because you could use it for this one or the one from Stampin' Up! I first take my thumb and I kind of go around it. That kind of breaks the fibers a little bit and gives it a little more flexibility, I guess. That's what I have found anyway. And so I just go all the way around that with my thumbnail. I guess you could use your bone folder or edge of a pencil or something. That's what I use, just to kind of get it loosened up a little bit. Then a long time back, I got this Cuttlebug set where you could do paper quilling, and this is one of my favorite little tools. And you may wonder why I have purple around there, because I taught a lot of classes, and when I would take these, I didn't want anybody to, you know, accidentally pick mine up, so I put purple tape on. So anyway, so there's a little slot in this tool, and so I put the edge of this in there, and I just start rolling. And you just keep on rolling, 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 rolling. There was a song when I was again, rolling, rolling, rolling. Anyway, that's another story. And so you want to try and keep that down in there like so. And you just keep rolling and rolling and rolling. And you roll it kind of tight, because I'm going to let it loose to spring open a wee bit. So then you pull it off and you let it spring. And look at, let me bring this in so you can really see. Look how tight that little flower is. Isn't that awesome? I know, look at that. So then all you have to do is take some of your multi-purpose adhesive or whatever liquid adhesive you like to use, stick you some in there, like so. I can move back out a little bit, and then I just squeeze it right on there with a good little squeeze. I hold it there for a second. Now, let me bring this in while I'm holding this. Do you see my little beads in here? This one, and then this one's beads, and then I put some little bling from, I don't even know where it was from, on top of there. But this is what I did. I'll back up again so you can see a little bit better. See my whole jar of little pearls? Now, guess what that is? You won't be able to get this for a while. I bought a whole strand of pearl, what do they call it? Garland at Christmas time. And it was all of these. There's like 3 or 4 different little sizes in there. And here's the little, like fishing line that they were on. And it's what you would wrap around your Christmas tree. And it was on sale after Christmas, 90% off. And I think I got like 5 strands of them at 90 cents a strand or something crazy. And so I filled up a bunch of jars for myself. Well, actually only one. Then I filled up jars for a couple friends and gave them as gifts. So watch this Christmas. You can get all kinds of really cool little bling stuff. So here is my other little flower that I'm going to add right there. Alrighty. And this is a 5x5 card. And so there you are. That's just about everything I wanted to show you tonight. I just wanted to kind of give you an overview of what I've been doing the last few days.